Sai Ram students, welcome to the fourth session of chapter 5, that is fractions. So children, in the last session we were solving problem set 17 and in that we had finished 3 sums. So let's move to the fourth one. From the fractions given below, pair of the equivalent fractions. So some fractions are given down and you have to pair of the equivalent fraction. So 2 upon 3, 5 upon 7, 5 upon 11, 7 upon 9, 14 upon 18, 15 upon 33, 18 upon 27 and 10 upon 14. So these are the fractions given. Now you have to find out which of these fractions can be paired as the equivalent fractions. So let's see children how to do it. So 2 upon 3. Now 2 upon 3 children, it is not further divisible. So let's go to the next fraction, 5 upon 7. Now 5 upon 7 also, if you can see, it is not further divisible. Then 5 upon 11, that is also not further divisible. Then 7 upon 9, that is also not further divisible. So 2 upon 3, 5 upon 7, 5 upon 11 and 7 upon 9, these are not further divisible. So let's go to the next fraction, 14 upon 18. Now 14 and 18, it should come in one table only, right? So we'll start with the 2's table. 2 7s are 14 and 2 9s are 18. So you get 7 upon 9, that means 14 upon 18 is an equivalent fraction. Let's go to the next fraction, 15 upon 33. Now 15 and 33 will not come in 2's table, so we'll go to the 3's table. So 3 5s are 15 and 3 11s are 33. So you get answer as 5 upon 11. So 15 upon 33 is an equivalent fraction. Now let's move to the next one, 18 upon 27. Now 18 upon 27 children, will start with the 2's table, right? But in the 2's table 27 does not come. So we'll go through the 3's table. So 3 6s are 18 and 3 9s are 27. But 6 upon 9, if you see children, it is further divisible. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. So instead of doing it again and again, we can see that 18 and 27, it comes in the 9's table. So 9 2s are 18 and 9 3s are 27. So 2 upon 3. So 18 upon 27 is an equivalent fraction. Let's go to the next fraction, that is 10 upon 14. Now in 10 upon 14, you can see children, you have to see whether it comes in one table only, both 10 as well as 14. So we'll start with 2's table, right? In 2's table, 2 5s are 10 and 2 7s are 14, right? So that means 14 upon 18, 15 upon 33, 18 upon 27 and 10 upon 14. These are equivalent fractions because when you divide them with the single number, both the numerator and the denominator, they are further divisible. So let's solve it children. So what I have done children, I have written all the equivalent fractions, 14 upon 18, 15 upon 33, 18 upon 27 and 10 upon 14. Now as we discussed, we'll do the further divisibility. As I told you, 14 upon 18, it comes in the 2's table. So 2 7s are 14 and 2 9s are 18. So you got it as 7 upon 9. Then we discussed 15 upon 33. So 3 5s are 15 and 3 11s are 33. Right children? So we got it as 5 upon 11. Next is 18 upon 27. So as I told you children, we can do it by the table of 3 also and the table of 9 also. So if we do by the table of 3, it will come as 3 6s are 18 and 3 9s are 27. But 6 upon 9, it is further divisible. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. So you will get answer as 2 upon 3. Or else you can also do it as 9 2s are 18 and 9 3s are 27. So you get 2 upon 3 as the answer. And next is 10 upon 14. So it comes in the 2's table. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 7s are 14. So you can see 7 upon 9, 5 upon 11, 2 upon 3 and 5 upon 7. These are the fractions when you further divide the equivalent fractions, right? So you can see what we had done. We had done 14 upon 18. So what we got the answer as 7 upon 9. So what we will write? 7 upon 9 and 14 upon 18. These are equivalent fractions. Right children? Because 2 7s are 14 and 2 9s are 18. So 7 upon 9 and 14 upon 18. These are equivalent fractions. Now 5 upon 11 and 15 upon 33. These are equivalent fractions because 3 5s are 15 and 3 11s are 33. So 5 upon 11 and 15 upon 33. These are equivalent fractions. 2 upon 3 and 18 upon 27. These are equivalent fractions because 9 2s are 18 and 9 3s are 27. So 2 upon 3 and 18 upon 27. These are equivalent fractions. Next, 5 upon 7 and 10 upon 14. These are equivalent fractions because 10 upon 14, 2 5s are 10 and 2 7s are 14. Right? So you get it as 5 upon 7. So 5 upon 7 and 10 upon 14. These are equivalent fractions. So I hope students you have understood how to pair of the equivalent fractions. Let's move to the next one. Find two equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. So some fractions are given: 7 upon 9, 4 upon 5 and 3 upon 11. So for each fraction you have to find out two equivalent fractions. So let's solve it. Now 7 upon 9 was our first fraction. So you have to make it as an equivalent fraction. So what will you do children? So we'll start with, we cannot take the table of 1 because 7 1s are 7 and 9 1s are 9. You will get the same number. So we'll go to the table of 2. So what I'll do? So 7 into 2 and 9 into 2. Right? So 7 2s is 14 and 9 2s is 18. So you got the equivalent fraction 14 upon 18. So children, you can take any you can multiply it by any number, but you have to see that both the numerator and the denominator, it should be multiplied by the same number. It is not necessary that you have to multiply it by 2 only. You can take 3, you can take 4, you can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as your wish. So the second equivalent fraction, I will take 7 upon 9 into, I'll take 7, right? And 9 into also 7. So 7 7s are 49 and 9 7s are 63. So the two equivalent fractions are 14 upon 18 and 49 upon 63. These are the two equivalent fractions for the fraction 7 upon 9. Right children? So let's move to the next one. So your next fraction is 4 upon 5, right? So as I told you children, we can take any number. So I'll start now with 3, right? So what you can do? 4 into 3 upon 5 into 3, right? So 4 3s is what? 12 and 5 3s is 15. Again, as I told you children, we can multiply it by any number, but both numerator and denominator, it should be multiplied by the same number. So here I'll take into 5 and 4 into 5 and 5 into 5. So 4 5s is what? 20 and 5 5s is what? 25. So 12 upon 15 and 20 upon 25, these are the equivalent fractions for the fraction 4 upon 5. Let's move to the next one. 3 upon 11. So again, we can take any number. So let's multiply it. So I'll take over here 4, right? So both numerator and denominator, it will be multiplied by the same number. 3 4s is 12 and 11 4s is 44, right? Now let's make another equivalent fraction. Here I'll take the number 6, right? So both numerator and denominator multiplied by the same number 6. So 3 6s are 18 and 11 6s are 66. So your two equivalent fractions are 12 upon 44 and 18 upon 66. So as I told you children, you can multiply it by any number, right? But just ensure that both the numerator and the denominator, it should be multiplied by the same number, right? So let's move to the next one. We are going to see now what are like fractions. Now fractions such as 1 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 6 upon 7, whose denominators are equal, are called as like fractions. So what are like fractions? Whose denominators are the same. So you can see here children, 1 upon 7, the denominator is 7. 4 upon 7, again the denominator is 7. And 6 upon 7, the denominator is 7. So all the three fractions are having the same denominator 7. So that's why they are called as like fractions. Now let's move to the another type of fraction, that is called as unlike fractions. Now fractions such as 1 upon 3, 4 upon 8, 9 upon 11, which have different denominators, are called as unlike fractions. Now you can see children here, the denominator in fraction 1 upon 3, the denominator is 3. And in 4 upon 8, the denominator is 8. And in 9 upon 11, the denominator is 11. So all the three denominators are different, right? So that's the reason they are called as unlike fractions. So the fractions which have the same denominator, they are called as like fractions, and the fractions which have different denominators, they are called as unlike fractions. So I hope students, you have understood the difference between the like and unlike fractions. Now children, let's see some examples of converting unlike fractions into like fractions. So first example is convert 5 upon 6 and 7 upon 9 into like fractions. So you can see here children, the denominator is 5 upon 6 is there. 6 is the denominator, and for 7 upon 9, 9 is the denominator. So 6 and 9, these are different denominators. So that's the reason they are unlike fractions. So we have to make them into like fractions. That means we have to make their denominators same, right? So how will you do it? Let's try to solve it. Now What is done? 5 upon 6 and 7 upon 9 I have written. So now you have to make the denominators same, right? So what I'll do? I will write 5 upon 6, right? Now the other denominator is 9. So what I will do? I will write 6 into 9 and 5 into 9. So what do you get? 5 nines is 45 and 6 nines is 54, right? Okay. Then what is your second fraction? Second fraction is 7 upon 9, right? Now again you can see the other denominator is 6. So we are interchanging it. So what I'll do? I will write 9 into 6 and 7 into 6. So what is 7 6 7 6 is 42. And what is 9 6 54. So you can see, children, for 45 upon 54 and 42 upon 54. Now you can see the denominator is same, 54 and 54. So it has become a like fraction. So 45 upon 54 and 42 upon 54, these are the like fractions, right? So you will write 45 upon 54 and 42 upon 54 are like fractions. So I hope, students, you have understood how to convert the unlike fraction into like fraction. Let's take another example. Convert 4 upon 8 and 5 upon 16 into like fractions. So you can see, children, again the denominator, it is different. Here it is 8 and 5 upon 16, the denominator is 16. But you can see, children, that the denominator 16 and the other denominator, which is 8. Now if you divide 16 by 8, you get answer as 2. So what we will do, we need not multiply both the denominators. So what we will do, now 5 upon 16 is there, we will keep it as it is because 16 is divisible by 8. So 4 upon 8 which is there, we are going to just change that fraction. So what we will do, we will write 4 into 2 upon 8 into 2. So 4 2s is 8 and 8 2s is 16, right? So 8 upon 16 and your other fraction is 5 upon 16, right? So these both are like fractions because both the denominators are same, that is 16. So whenever, children, there are two fractions, unlike fractions, and if one of the denominator is divisible by the other denominator, you have to keep one fraction as it is. Only one of the fraction you will convert it or you will multiply it, right? So I hope you have understood about this unlike fraction. Let's move to the third one. Find a common denominator for 4 upon 7 and 3 upon 4, right? So you have to find a common denominator. That means denominator should be the same for both the fractions. So this sum is similar to the first example. So let's see. 4 upon 7 and 3 upon 4, right? So what we are going to do now, 4 upon 7, right? So we are going to interchange the denominators, right? So 4 into 4 and 7 into 4. So 4 4s is 16 and 7 4s is 28, right? So let's take the other fraction, 3 upon 4. Now 3 upon 4. So we are going to multiply it by the other denominator, that is 7. So 3 into 7 upon 4 into 7. So 3 7s is 21 and 4 7s is 28. So now you can see both the denominators are the same, 28 and 28. So 16 upon 28 and 21 upon 28, these are the like fractions. So I hope students you have understood by taking these three examples how to convert the unlike fractions into like fractions. So children, today we completed problem set 17 and then we saw what are like fractions and what are unlike fractions, and then we saw three examples wherein unlike fraction is converted into like fractions. So in the next session children, we will be solving problem set 18, right? So till then, goodbye.